Hello and welcome to English 211 Online. My name is Alan Reed. I'm the instructor for this course. The purpose of this video is to just go over the course syllabus with you and introduce the course and sort of orient you to how the Moodle site works. So you'll notice our Moodle site here that the first section up top is called Important Course Documents. And if there's anything that I think that you need to have access to throughout the semester, I'll place it up here so that you can all see it. But also some important things like the syllabus and the calendar. The syllabus quiz is one of the first things that we do. And below that is a module. We have 7 total modules in the course. And the modules vary in time from 1 week long to 3 weeks in length. The first module is a bit longer because it's probably one of the more difficult assignments that we'll do all semester right up front, which is the research proposal. Each module ends with what's called a deliverable, or basically a project or assignment. So at the end of the semester, you'll have completed 7 different deliverables. In the module, you have 2 sections, the textbook quiz and the assignment. I recommend doing the textbook quizzes first. These are either 5 or 10 question quizzes. They come directly from your chapters in your textbook, and these will sort of prepare you for how to do the deliverable for that module. The assignment, this section includes the assignment guidelines, how to do the assignment. There's a student model which shows you past students' exemplary deliverables that I've sort of kept and hung on to for you to see. And then there's a discussion forum. This is where you post your first draft and you peer review other drafts in here. And then lastly, the link to submit your final draft of the deliverable. So that's basically it. That's the basic layout. Let's take a look at the course syllabus. The course syllabus is here. You can read most of this on your own time. I'm just going to draw your attention to a few of the key points on here. My email address, areed@coastal.edu. Please use your coastal email address, not personal email addresses, to email me. Please also read through this. This gives you your required materials, what you need for the course. The grading breakdown, how your grade is calculated, that's very important. Attendance policy is a bit different for an online course, so make sure that you're familiar with this and you understand this. Participation. I wanted to show you something with this because participation in an online course is very difficult because obviously it's asynchronous, which means it's not in real time, we're not in a classroom, and on top of that, I hate discussion forums. I just don't like them. I don't think they're very good. They're not aesthetically pleasing, and they don't really serve a great purpose. So instead, what we use is Google+, which some of you may be familiar with this already, but if you're not, very similar to Facebook or even Twitter. It's just another social network option. So we use Google+, something called a community. This is our community. There's nothing on this page, obviously, because no one has done anything yet. But to share a post, obviously, just like in Facebook or Twitter, you just sort of click in here and you share it. And you can do photos, link, video. You can add an event, say there's something going on at Coastal, something on the lawn Saturday, whatever, then you can share that. Why are we doing this? Okay, the purpose of using this is for you and for your classmates. So as long as it's class related, you can post in the community. This is a graded activity. So over the course of the semester, I look at your involvement. You should have at least 1 posting per week. I find that most students do much more than that, but at least 1 posting per week. And I look at your overall presence across the entire semester, and that's how you get your participation grade. So what kinds of things should you be posting? Well, lots of different things. You can ask questions. So if you have a question about an assignment, you can throw it out there. And usually what I've found is students will pick up that question and answer it almost immediately, or at least very quickly, because most of us are connected via our phones, and we're constantly checking those things. So ask questions about assignments. You can share different resources that you've found. Obviously, not like answers to the quizzes, but websites or documents that you may have found online, or anything like that that's class related. Also, it's just a place for you to connect. So it's a place for you to get to know and understand and meet other people in the course, and it's just a place for us to interact. So from what I've found, at least, and what the research shows, is that social presence in an online course does improve student success overall. And this usually refers to things not only just grades, but overall things like course satisfaction or happiness or satisfaction with the instructor or with the course. So it's just a better place. And so that's why we use the participation the way we do. At the beginning of the semester, I'll send you an invitation to our community. Unfortunately, that's the only way you can get in. Or you can follow these directions here. This is a short video on how to join the community, and you can watch that and figure it out. But I will be sending you an invitation email. So, makeup work policy, basically, I don't do late work unless you've contacted me in advance and we've worked something out proactively. Then we can sort of plan for this, and I can work with you. But if it's after the fact, I typically don't accept late work. Plagiarism, don't do it. Here's a description of the assignments in more detail. Here's a calendar that just gives you the basic due dates of things. And lastly, on the final page, this is just an explanation of how to do the peer review process. So how do we do the peer review? It's pretty easy. The first time that you do it, you'll have to probably consult these instructions, and I'll show you how. But this also gives you a description of how to do that. And then lastly, I just summed up the important policies of the course. So it's just some things that I kind of add semester after semester to what I think will make you a successful student in this class. So that's the syllabus. I also mentioned there's a course calendar. There's a link here, and if you click on that, it'll take you to our calendar. It's July right now, so there's nothing in there. But if I look at September, I can see that all of these things are listed here. Everything that we submit is due by midnight. So for example, I know that on September 8th, the research proposal final version is due at midnight. So this is planned out all the way through December. So everything's very much laid out for you. Okay, that's essentially all I have for you for this orientation. It's very self-explanatory. If you do have questions, I meant to say this with the Google Plus thing. If you do have personal questions, whether it's a grade question or you want a personal response from me, then definitely email me. Google Plus is meant more for a public space for our class, not so much for asking me specific questions. If you do have a specific question for me alone, then definitely email me. And I'm pretty good about responding to my emails, so I'll give you a response as soon as I possibly can. But that should do it for the orientation of the course. If you do have questions, give me an email. Otherwise, I'm really looking forward to this semester with you. It's going to be a good time, and I'm looking forward to how productive we're going to be, and what great little professional and technical writers you're all going to become. So looking forward to it. Let me know if you have questions, and thank you.